A University of Tennessee graduate says he didn't plan it this way, but his new book is coming out at the perfect time. Blind Ambition: How to Go from Victim to Visionary is a true story of resilience, and we could all use more of that during this pandemic. He was back in his hometown of Knoxville earlier this week. Emily Stroud caught up with Chad Foster to talk about the book and the adventure of skiing while blind.
Growing up in Knoxville, Chad Foster always knew that he had retinitis pigmentosa, and he knew the inherited genetic disorder would eventually take away his sight. But then it really happened when he was a student at the University of Tennessee.
A lot of kids are asked the question when they're growing up, what do you want to be when you grow up? And none of them, and I mean none of them, said they want to grow up to be a blind guy.
For a year or so, he felt sorry for himself, but then he made a decision.
I'm not responsible for my blindness, but I have to be accountable for my life and its outcomes. I have to figure out how to improve upon it, how to control what I call inside my sphere of influence. How can I change what I can control? How can I paint a picture of my future that includes this unchangeable fact of blindness? How can I take that and then paint a vision for myself that's something that I can get behind and get inspired to actually chase my dreams?
Right.
He was 38 years old when his friend Paul suggested that Chad try downhill skiing.
And I said, I don't know, that just doesn't sound very safe, Paul. And he said, no, they actually have guides. They can guide you down the mountain and, safely, in quotes, right? I'm like, well, that sounds interesting. I'll consider it.
Right turn. Little choppy snow. Left turn.
That's a guide skiing behind him, telling Chad which way to turn so he doesn't smash into trees or other skiers.
And the texture of the voice tells you something too. So if there's a real, severe voice inflection, you know that you're on the razor's edge. So you should probably carve and really dig into it.
This is a black diamond at full speed.
I feel free. For so many years I've been tethered to either a dog or a cane or something like that. And out there on the mountain, you're completely free.
Conquering the slopes is not surprising. At UT, Chad Foster made straight A's in the Dean's List and was later honored as a distinguished alumni. He built a successful career in technology, software innovations, and motivational speaking.
My goal is to help you see the world through a slightly different lens and improve your vision.
He was the first blind executive to graduate from the Harvard Business School's leadership program. And now he's written a book called Blind Ambition: How to Go from Victim to Visionary.
A lot of people can benefit from the tools and techniques that I've developed in overcoming my personal adversity of going blind, and then the changes that we've seen in the business world, in the environments that I've worked in. So I've really tied that together in Blind Ambition to help people learn how to move their mindset from victim to visionary.
The book comes out in February. He's scheduled a ski trip for January. It seems like a natural way to start 2021 for a guy who knows how to pick himself up again.
Woo! You're going to fall, and if you're trying to do something great, whether it's achieving what you want in the academic or business world, or skiing a black diamond, you're probably going to fall in pursuit of that. And you have to get comfortable with the idea that eventually I'm going to fall, and it might hurt every now and then, but I'll be okay.
Gosh, what an inspiration. The book, Blind Ambition, is scheduled for release in February, but there's already an online community developing around it. We do have links at WBIR.com, and we're coming right back.